What's up? What's up? Welcome back here for another recap. Today we had JTAI, KTTA popping up, NXTP popping up, but pre-market definitely not anything very clean. We had KTTA pre-market primarily was the primary pre-market mover, but this one at the open just did not hold up at all. I thought potentially we'd see a break of one or rip up to one, but we never really saw that on KTTA, and that sort of did fall away and then was replaced by NXTP, started popping up a little bit, and the other one, JTAI. And these ones were definitely, as you can see, a lot more choppy, less clean. Definitely challenging on breakout trades for sure. Definitely dips were favorable in NXTP and JTAI. And I kind of just had today, for me, I'm sitting up small green right now, up about 57. I was, up 100, back to flat, up 100, back to flat, and then crawled my way back up to about 57, or I was actually up like 80, and then I pulled back down to 57 and pretty much called it there. JTAI was my primary winner. I was actually doing pretty decent on this one. And then right around here, it seemed like my Thinkorswim started getting laggy, like the DOS trader in Thinkorswim was just a little bit laggy. It was kind of throwing me off a little bit. What I really needed to do to fix it was just close everything out and reopen it. But I didn't do that until after JTAI already made its move. In this area, and then I pretty much just had to walk away at that point. Getting into midday trading, I never really like to stick around for midday trading when the market's cold. So kind of walking away with small green today. Happy to be green. The market definitely did not really give us anything really A+, but we did have some opportunity on JTAI. Also, IONM was one that I traded. Actually made some profits on the front side. Very nice momentum, 60 all the way up to 90. I thought we were going to get some continuation up to $1. I was buying the dip to pull back to the 90 MA right around 82, 83. And then we flushed down to 80, 79, taking not a small loss. I took about $100 loss there on 4,500 shares on IONM on that pullback. And that pretty much just went straight back down, a round trip. From where it came from, and actually ending red, that ticker ending red on the day from the open price, which is crazy. But yeah, IONM did not hold up very well. That kind of just threw me for a loop a little bit. So that was one of the reasons I got back to flat. And then JTAI, kind of just chopping around in here. One step forward, one step back sort of thing. But, if you were patient on the dips, you were able to make some profits for sure on JTAI. We had a nice dip down here. This wick went all the way down to 227 and reclaimed back to 240. That was a nice 13-cent reclaim there if you would have gotten on that dip. This also breakout was pretty decent as well. Pretty decent breakout from 57 all the way up to 78. Any more nice dips? We had a dip down here to retest the previous high, which held pretty well. Another breakout, however, this one's a little bit more choppier. And another pullback here to retest the previous breakout point right in this area. Would have been a nice reversal. I was actually in about 1,000 shares off the low there, but I just was not patient enough to wait for that bounce, that proper bounce. Also, a couple, dips right in this area. These bottoming tails, very nice. Right here again, we fall through support, panicking all the way down to the low of 73. So another extended dip, potential entry at 73 right off support on VWAP. And we could have got a decent 10 cents or more if you were able to hold that. And then from there, that was pretty much it until end of day. I was done trading at that point, but we did shoot up on JTAI. And apparently we had a nice breakout, very strong topping tail there. That's not good. Usually do not want to see that. That's definitely not a good sign of momentum. And then we just continue kind of to chop around there. Another panic dip buy. Look at that, from all the way from 67 all the way down to 315. If you had balls to buy that thing, you could have got a nice 30 cents reclaim potentially on that one. And that was pretty much it. JTAI and IONM were kind of primarily the ones that I focused on. NXTP, I did look at this occasionally, but I thought the volume was a little bit light. We didn't really have that consistent 1 million shares per 1 minute candle. Yeah, so I didn't really like NXTP. It was really cheap. I usually don't like to trade stocks under $1 just because the fills are a little bit, if the spread's like 1 cent, I'm pretty much taking a more than 1% off the top on any sort of profits because if I'm buying market, most of the time I'm just getting filled right on the ask for the penny stocks. So I usually don't like penny stocks, and they churn so much commissions. I think I had like $15 in commissions right just for this, for $57. This is, so that took a lot off the top there. But yeah, penny stocks ain't really my thing, just because you can churn a lot of shares and for very little range and little profit, and then you also churn a lot of commissions. Especially, even if you're in a commission brokerage, then you could be really turning commissions. But even in Thinkorswim, where it's just ECN fees or exchange fees, which are just a couple cents every 100 or a couple hundred shares, if you're taking 5,000 or 10,000 shares on something like NXTP or IONM, that you could be paying like $1 per trade, and that just starts to add up very quickly. So NXTP, not really something that I enjoyed, or IONM. I primarily focus on JTAI, and if it wasn't for that slight lag that I was getting, and if I didn't just figure out just to close everything down and reopen it, then I probably could have been more green on the day, just because there's some really great opportunity in the moment that I wasn't willing to risk with that lag, especially around in this area. This area I was really dialed in, and I felt like I really could have nailed one of these breakouts or one of these panic dip buys on like a couple thousand shares, like 1 or 2,000 shares with a nice 10 cents. That's another $100-$200 right there. But managing risk is part of the game as well. If you're lagging, if your system's lagging, don't force it. Always live the trade another day. Come back when you figure out your system issues. But lag is not something that you really want to trade through. So if you're getting bad fills or just slow fills or sticky orders, it's definitely, you're better off just sitting on the sidelines until you can figure that out, and maybe drop it down to 1 share just until you can get those quick fills again. So tomorrow will be a new day. Hopefully we get some better action on the scanner coming in the morning, and we can see what we can work with tomorrow. So I hope you guys did well today on JTAI or NXTP. I'd love to see how you guys performed in the Discord. If you guys are not yet a member in the Discord, check out the link down in the description. You guys can join the Discord for free. Also, check out for every weekday, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're doing a pre-market pump, so we're reviewing a watch list and maybe doing some live trading and enjoying some music and interacting with the community. So I hope to see you guys there, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And that is it. Ending small green, staying consistent. We can take a look at the statistics. But really what suffered was I just never really had any solid winners. My largest winner was only $30 today. So I could tell my profit margin was a lot lower today, which also contributed to just keeping my size small. I could just tell like my winners were not big, my losers were pretty much erasing any profits that I had. My accuracy was a lot lower today. I did have a positive risk reward, but I did have a pretty decent loser there on IONM, down 100 on that one. But we're green, we're ending green, which is good. So staying consistent, tomorrow's a new day, new tickers, new action, and we'll definitely be better prepared for tomorrow. And I'm going to be ready. So going to get some sleep and study up, and I'll be back tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in for the recap. If you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Come back tomorrow for the pre-market pump at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Get some sleep, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.